Hello and welcome to Concert Pipeline. I'm Steve Jones. No Jens on the show today. He did the last two episodes and I wanted to roll with this one solo because he was tied up making sure that we hit the goal of 3 episodes of Concert Pipeline rolling out this week. That's right, 3 episodes in 1 week, never before done. And this program has been on for 7 years at this point, 7.5 years. We started in 2014, at the beginning of 2014, and this is episode 329, I believe. So this is incredible because we are hitting the 3rd episode of the BottleRock series, with the first episode being our interview with Lawrence. That's right, we had a chance to chat with the brother and sister duo in Lawrence. Second episode being the Dave Grohl experience. Highly recommend that one. Go back and check that out because there is a lot of Dave Grohl in that experience, so to speak. It is awesome. And for those that didn't tune in, I will tout a little bit more about that because it was so exciting. Let me share it on the screen here. Rolling Stone posted an article about that show because Guns N' Roses cut off, their sound was cut off before the end of their final song, Paradise City, in which they brought out Dave Grohl. So there's a Dave Grohl and Guns N' Roses collaboration going on stage, 10 p.m. hits, and they're like, nope, sound cut, because we have curfew for the neighborhoods, which on one hand, respect that, but on the other hand, holy hell, Guns N' Roses and Dave Grohl are in Napa playing BottleRock. And if you see at the bottom of this picture, Concert Pipeline, my video of the show, because I was 3 people back and posted the video. My video has gone viral. Probably at the time of this airing, has over 300,000 views, which is way more than any than I've ever had on a video before. So thank you to Rolling Stone for the nod. After having been interviewing bands for like 20 years at this point in different iterations and of programs that I've done, it's pretty cool to have been noticed by Rolling Stone and to have been included as part of their story. So I'm super excited about that. That's a feather in my cap, I'll say. All right, so that was the 2nd episode. So go back and check that out. You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Stitcher. Check us out on YouTube as well. Lots and lots of videos from there, from BottleRock. A lot of Dave Grohl videos as well. But this episode will include performances from a lot of the other bands that we're playing at BottleRock. So we're going to get into that. We're going to start it out here with a song from Chromeo, which they played on Friday at BottleRock. I will say that I was walking around, getting the lay of the land on Friday, checking out all the food trucks and everything, seeing what's what. I didn't buy a ton of food. I'd eaten before I went, but I bought something to eat each day. And then Friday, I took note of what I was going to get on Saturday as my meal, which really would last like 3 days. I will go ahead and share a picture of that real quick as well. It is the Donut Sundae, and this is an experience, by the way. This place in San Rafael, called Johnny Donuts. They make a donut sundae, and it's incredible. The experience also, you're in line and you're like, I'll take a donut sundae, please. And then like, donut sundae. They get real excited and everything, hands in the air, like everybody in line is cheering. Like, yes, I am going to add these 2,000 calories to my stomach. I'm being generous. Maybe it's more than 2,000, but this is what I'm doing. This is a life decision I'm making. I was on the Peloton today. I earned it, right? No. That is a bad idea, no matter which way you slice it. Later in the day, I was regretting that decision a little bit, but it did last me throughout the day. So I going back to Friday, I wanted to check out Chromeo. There's been a couple of times where they've almost been on the program, and it hasn't worked out for one reason or another, but I checked out their set, a little bit of it, and we're going to play a song from their set. This is called Must Have Been.
What need is you out through the roof. Your love so strong, I I must have been high when I met you. Out of my mind when I decided to love you. I must have been drunk off your words, twisted off your kisses. I know I must have been. Everybody jump up right now. Hypnotizing, can't wake up, fantasizing, cooking Christina, music, can't believe this, I love you, you only call me to use me and abuse me. All this time got me stressing. Tell me why you keep me guessing. Say, I wish I'd learned my lesson, but I wanted you, oh, I wanted you. I must have been high when I met you, out of my mind when I decided to love you. Now I'm just trying to forget you. I must have been high when I met you. Out of my mind when I decided to love you. I must have been drunk off your words, twisted off your kisses. I know I must have been. Jump up with me one time, let's go! Stairs. I guess I finally see you clear. I know I promised I wouldn't go. I guess I'm just going through withdrawals. I must have been high when I met you. Out of my mind when I decided to love you. I must have been drunk off your words, twisted off your kisses. I know I must have been. Turn up on me one last time, come on.
All right, that was Chromeo, Must Have Been, here on Concert Pipeline. We're going to keep it rolling. Moving on to Saturday. One of the first bands that I wanted to check out was this band called Pacific Radio. I'd heard of them before, seen that they're touring, maybe at some point requested an interview with them. I'm not sure, but I don't think I've interviewed them yet. But they were playing on I forget the name of the stage that they were playing on, Verizon stage maybe, and they were awesome. I mean, they put on a really lively set. They're one of those bands that's like, okay, we respect this, the right to play BottleRock. We know this is an awesome experience, and that people come from all over to see them, and they have choices of who they're going to see, and they chose to see Pacific Radio. So Pacific Radio really had a lot of great audience engagement, which we're going to check out right now in their performance of Walk Away. Here it is.
Hey, we're Pacific Radio! Yeah, I got the last ticket back to LA. Saw the sun coming up off the wing of the plane. You tell yourself that when you get there, you're gonna know just what to say. It's a true, true love, insane. You're gonna spend your whole life trying to feel that way again. It hits you like a fist fight, this shit's never gonna end. All the bridges you've been burning, all that money that you spend, it's me, their old friend. Yeah, that girl's so groovy, well I can tell by her boots. She leans against the bar top with that hot shit attitude. Oh man, well I can tell there'll be some hell if we were to so walk away. It's all I walk away. All you really have to do is just get out, for goodness sakes. Yeah, I'm not right. Yeah, I ain't right. It's a darker way to see things, but I've always liked the night would just walk away. What is that? So what's up, everybody? We're Pacific Radio. We're from Los Angeles, California. We're very excited to play this today. We thank you for coming out. I like you in the bucket hat. My man. She touches up her lipstick and she's picking up so sweet. That girl's sadistic, she's something that I need. And I've been trying to save it, but this girl likes me to see. Yeah, I gotta get up in the morning and I could use some sleep. Stones came on the jukebox for a couple hours. And now that girl got loose my will and get sweet just like the night. Play on repeat. Just walk away. Just walk away. All you really have to do is just get out. For goodness sakes, yeah, I'm not right. It's a dark way to see things, but I've always liked the night I would just walk away. Yeah, you is just get out, yeah, I'm not right. Yeah, I ain't right. It's a dark way to see things, but I've always liked the night. Well, in a minute, she'll walk right over, then you drink until you Casanova, and the little thrill is taking over. Man, you should have just walked away. She's a daffodil, she's young and pretty, she's fresh off that bus from Kansas City. Sips on a glass of gin and pit, and man, you should have just walked away. But in a minute, she'll walk right over, and you kiss her now, you passing over. Little thrill is taking over, man, you should have just walked away. She's a daffodil, she's young and pretty, she's fresh off that bus from Kansas City. Sips on a glass of gin and pit, and you should have just walked away, man. Hey, walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away. Yeah, thank you very much.
That was Walk Away by Pacific Radio. And that's going to take us on to the next band, which this is at the point where I believe this is still Saturday. Yeah. Most of these are from Saturdays, day of BottleRock. I had left the, I'd done the interview with, no, I did the interview with Lawrence on Friday. Now my days are blending together. But I had moved forward and decided to go hang out at the main stage and check out a lot of the bands that were playing the main stage in anticipation of Guns N' Roses coming up. And so the first band that I saw as I was going to the main stage, and I shared the experience of going up to the main stage from the back of the field all the way up to the front of the stage is a band called Mondo Cozmo, and they did a song called Let Go. So let's go ahead and check out that song now.
Everybody, when I count to 4, we're all gonna jump together.
night, and it's quiet tonight. It's the end of the world, and we're doing it right. If it's not.
Mondo Cosmo, yes, let go. Really, really fun band. I really enjoyed that. Okay, so the next band to come up on the main stage, we're going in order of main stage appearances at this point. Next band is a band I've been aware of for a little while. I didn't realize how long they've been around, but they've been around for a while at this point. I think over 10 years, and it's a band called Milky Chance. We're gonna play their big single. They put on a really fun performance, and it was enjoyable. Their lead single is I think their biggest single that they've had is a song called Stolen Dance, and let's go ahead and play that now.
No one she by my side, so that I never feel alone again. Before it's been so kind, forgotten what you wait for me. Oh baby, I didn't get your mind. You are she strong and away. We need to fetch back the time. Stolen from us. Yeah. And I want you. We can be on the floor. Never danced like this before. We don't talk about it. Dancing alone. Do the boogie all night long. So in paradise. We don't talk about it. I want you. We can be on the floor. shelter for me. The sun is shining anymore. The only thing I feel is better, 'cause my actions of you suspects control in my mind. I cannot find a way out of here, and I want you by my side, so that I never feel alone again. Okay, let me, you guys, come on. About it.
That was Stolen Dance here on Concert Pipeline by Milky Chance. Stolen Dance by Milky Chance. So I was hanging out at the main stage at this point, like I said, right? And I was about 3 people back. I just camped out for multiple reasons. It was 90 degrees in Napa, which was pretty hot. I mean, it was hotter, a couple days before and a couple days after. So I shouldn't complain too much about the weather, but it, you're at a music festival, 90 degrees is hot. And I had brought some amenities, let's say, to make sure that I was okay and able to last throughout the day. Those amenities being a hydro pack, which I filled up earlier in the day to a certain level. I figured at some point I'd be able to go back to the hydration station, but the lines at the hydration station by a little bit later in the day got really long, and so you have to hang tight. And if you're camping out at the main stage, you're not going back. So I didn't go back to the hydration station. So I had to ration my water. I also brought in a sunscreen whiskey flask, which is a good decision. I do not regret it. I will say that, because it gives you a little bit of alcohol. I didn't have any beer. I don't think on Saturday. I just brought the whiskey flask and spread it throughout the day. Once in a while, I would crouch down, have a little chug of the whiskey flask, wash it down with water, maybe a little bit if I needed to, and finish it off by the end of the day. So so that was a good intake of alcohol when drinks are really expensive at a music festival. Um, so by the time Young the Giant was on, it was probably at its hottest. The sun was creeping over the side of the stage past 4 p.m. from probably 4 to 5:30 p.m. And that was the painful point. I had a hat and I tilted it kind of to the side so it blocked my face a little bit. It was hot and and I burned. So I had sunscreen up beforehand, but I did not bring extra sunscreen as my visible sunscreen was in a flask of whiskey, was not sunscreen. So I did not use additional layers of sunscreen on Saturday. Okay, so Young the Giant came up next, as I mentioned, uh, and they were fun too. They're a good band. I enjoyed all of the main stage bands, and really the singles that I knew from them from listening to alternative radio and kind of being around. I'm into. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's listen to some Young the Giant. And they performed their hit song, "Losing Control." Here it is.
Life's too short to even care at all. I'm losing my mind, losing my mind, losing control.
Okay, so the next band that we're going to share some music from is a band called Portugal the Man. They played the main stage on Saturday, just before Guns N' Roses took over, and Portugal the Man, another band that I was familiar with, but I hadn't ever seen live. I didn't really know what they were going to bring to the table in terms of their performance. I didn't realize they had a guitar slash keyboardist who was in a wheelchair. So all of these things. I mean, that's pretty notable for a band. I haven't seen a lot of bands with a band member who's in a wheelchair, and maybe I'm just not seeing the right bands. But that was an interesting dynamic, which is cool. Great. That's really cool for them. But their performance, I looked up the set list ahead of time because I like a little spoilers, when I want to know what to record and what to bring to the Concert Pipeline audience. And I was impressed with the spoilers that I saw. I'll tell you that. It was a lot of fun. Actually, I knew when I looked this up that that they opened with a Metallica cover of sorts. So I recorded the opening of their performance. Excuse my phone, that's my daughter texting me. I recorded the opening of their performance. I also recorded a couple of other points in their actual set. And so this one for Portugal the Man, I'm going to provide a little bit of a medley, is that right? A montage of sorts, where we're going to show the Metallica open. We're also going to show a little bit of Nirvana. I think they did Nevermind, if I remember correctly. And this is a cool little inside reference that I'm not sure how many people picked up on, but they did The Nightman Cometh, which is, of course, from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So instead of playing their big single that they did, I'm going to montage those together, and we're going to see clips of all three. But one other thing that happened was that during their performance, there was a culinary stage as well at BottleRock, which was really cool. And we talked in the last episode about how Dave Grohl did the culinary stage. Someone else that did that was on the culinary stage was Guy Fieri. He's from Santa Rosa, I believe, but he's a nationally known chef from the Food Network, has a lot of TV shows out, and he was on the culinary stage. Well, I saw him walk through the photo pit and then just stand there for a little bit and watch Portugal the Man playing, and then I saw people taking pictures of him. I think he was up on the balcony that's up on the stage, and then he ended up on the side of the stage by the sound guy, the guy who runs the soundboard. And then this happened where he went out on stage and he brought shots to all of the band members from Portugal the Man. And I don't think they were expecting it, but he was digging their music and wanted to go show them a little bit of love. And he hung out on the side of the stage for the rest of their performance as well. So, that was pretty interesting. I hear a lot of good things about Guy Fieri, and I could take it or leave him personally, but I've heard that he's a good guy. So he did that. All right, that's our time to get into Portugal the Man. Here's their performance from BottleRock 2021.
champion of the sun. You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Fighter of the nightmare, champion of the sun. You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Fighter of the nightmare, champion of the sun. You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone.
Okay, we have two more bands that are going to be on the program today with performances from BottleRock. In terms of the Saturday evening, we're going to hold off on that performance because I want to skip ahead to Sunday. I didn't see a lot of bands performing on Sunday because my course got sidetracked a little bit. I saw the Hanukkah sessions, which was Dave Grohl and Greg Kirsten on the Jam Pad stage, which you can see all of those performance clips on Concert Pipeline's YouTube. And I may have seen one or two other bands, but not many really outside of Foo Fighters. And Cage the Elephant came on before Foo Fighters did. So I was not as close for Cage the Elephant as I was for a lot of the other main stage acts on Saturday, but I was there hanging with my neighbors, and we were enjoying the show until after their set, when I went closer and recorded some footage of Foo Fighters. So we're gonna play Cage the Elephant's big single. They have a number of singles, and they've played BottleRock a handful of years ago, let's say, one of the earlier ones, I believe, and I didn't have a chance to see them on that one. So they put on a good performance. Their sound was messed up for a little bit, at least one song, which was, I'm sure, pretty frustrating to them. But by the time the end of their set came, when they played this song, Come a Little Closer, all had worked itself out. So here is Come a Little Closer by KGL. that takes us to the final song here on Concert Pipeline for this episode, and it is indeed Guns N' Roses. Now, I have seen Guns N' Roses once before, probably about 15 years ago. Has to be about 15 years ago, during the Chinese Democracy Tour, where it was Axl and a bunch of other guys, and the opener had played, and then 2 hours went by after the opener was off, and before Guns N' Roses came on. And then it was still amazing to see Guns N' Roses in there when they came out after midnight, but something was missing. And what was missing, I found this past weekend at BottleRock, Napa Valley, and that is the other core members of Guns N' Roses, including Duff McKagan and Slash, who I mean, they just closed out the band. They were missing from Guns N' Roses for a long time. So, and I know they've been back together for a couple of years. I haven't seen them on tour yet, and so getting to see them for the first time in this reunited environment was awesome. Axl's voice, left a little something to be desired. I mean, there's no way he's hitting those notes for as long as he has been around with Guns N' Roses, and having his voice be intact. So that was, a little questionable. But the energy, the performance, the dynamic was all there and spot on. And it was really great. Just really enjoyed their whole performance. 2.5 hours went by so fast, and loved the whole thing, and so glad that I stuck around for the last song of their encore, which was Paradise City, when Dave Grohl came out and played with them. By the way, yes, you can check out my video on Concert Pipeline's YouTube page of that performance. Right before that performance, Pink came out for, I swear, it was like 20 seconds that she came out and sang, and most of it was from the side of the stage. She didn't even come out in the center or anything. And I'm like, I think that's Pink, trying to place her until Axl, I introduced her. She came out and stood in the middle of the stage for a second, and then went off because I think they knew they were going to hit curfew, which they did, and the power was shut off. But the song that I'm choosing to share on this episode of Concert Pipeline is one that I'm so glad that they performed. And it is a song, it's my favorite Guns N' Roses song. It's just this powerful song that is long and amazing, called November Rain. I love it. And I can listen to it so many times. And I'll tell you, I screwed up. And someone pointed it out in the YouTube comments on this video. I missed the last minute of the song. The song felt like it stopped, and my finger hit the stop record button on the camera, and I didn't get the last minute of November Rain. But the video that I did get is pretty solid. So, and it makes me happy, and that's what matters. So, we're going to close out this episode of Concert Pipeline with Guns N' Roses, November Rain. We do have a lot more in the works for upcoming episodes of Concert Pipeline. On the next episode of Concert Pipeline, we're going to have an interview with Bird Talker. That's Zach and Danny Green. They're a married couple who lead up this band, but we had the whole band perform a song for Concert Pipeline, which was really cool. And I got the chance to talk to them all about the band and the inner workings of Bird Talker. So more to come from there. For all of us at Concert Pipeline, I'm Steve Jones. We'll catch you.
Do we need some time and all alone? Everybody needs some time on their own.
En cuanto acabe, le mandas el rollo que venga aquí a la misma esquina donde nos dejó.
Time.